On this show, we've set the bar mighty high. So put all your stuff away. It's time to go ahead and cut loose. Throw caution to the wind. Dive in with reckless abandon. Let someone else clean out the car so you can enjoy some of life's funniest moments. Everyone is rushing to their TVs.
Pretty good.
So get down on your knees. This show's sure to please. Just don't swipe the cheese. We're bending over backwards. So you'll have a ball with some of life's funniest moments. They tell you to never take your eye off the ball. Well, they should add, unless the ball is headed right for your eye. Trying to pick up the split, she darn near split her head. And I'd have that right arm x-rayed when you get a chance. Is no one gonna call the foot fault? Not a whole lot of power on that ball. This could take a while. But wouldn't it be amazing if she ended up knocking them all down? Yes? Yes? Yeah, that would have been amazing. It's the new game for dogs, Infinity Fetch. Just put the ball in the empty pool and your dog will have hours of fun. Hours and hours and hours of fun. In fact, if you ever want to see your dog again, you'll need to send in backup. Look for Infinity Fetch at a store near you. Tonight on the All England Table Tennis Semi-Finals, our featured match on center court, Timmy versus Susie versus Mr. Mittens. A smashing four-paw by Mr. Mittens. The line judge rules it a feline foul. And another block. Advantage, Mr. Mittens. You can keep your fancy video game systems. Scooter is old school. That dog can sure play a mean pinball. Ow, my nose. 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 Ow. Good. Wow, a ball. Wow, a ball. Man, I need a nap. Wow, a ball. No, whew, that's crazy. Wow, a ball. What's school? The universe is governed by a series of natural laws. By far, the funniest of these natural laws is the law of gravity, because it's the law that makes things fall down and go boom. When Quasimodo finally retired, Father O'Hara swore it would take at least 3 bell ringers to take his place. And he was right. Attention all guards, there's been a breach in cell block D. Be on the lookout for inmate 21441. Suspect is 1 foot 2 inches, has black hair, blue eyes, armed with claws, and dangerously adorable. Snuggles, we have you surrounded. Put your paws in the air and jump into the yard.
How many times have I told you not to leave the leaf up on the toilet? And I thought you were gonna paint the nest.
can call it hang gliding and even make everyone call you a daredevil. But that doesn't change the fact that you're simply tying yourself to a kite. And now we present 101 tricks you shouldn't teach your dog. How to scale a wall. How to drive your car. How to inner tube. How to work an ATM. How to turn on the stove. How to hang glide. How to take out the trash. How to play darts. How to use the barbecue. How to climb a ladder. How to write a check. How to mix drinks. How to climb monkey bars. How to juggle. How to use a chainsaw. How to juggle chainsaws. Yes, it's 101 tricks you shouldn't teach your dog. Have your dog order a copy today. Ski jumping is so easy, anyone can do it. Ooh, it's the landing part that's not so easy. Oh, don't worry. Under that snow is nice, soft ground. Hey, at least the ski is okay. It's a rental. He may not think he can do any better, but he's pretty sure he can't do any worse. He may have underestimated. I guess they figured if Jamaica could have a bobsled team, then they could have a skiing team. Do you get the feeling they've never seen snow before? It's a good thing they're skiing in a group. This way, they can carpool to the emergency room. If there was only a winter sport that wasn't affected by gravity. I can't believe I got front row seats. This view is unbelievable. I am so lucky. Oh, anything left in the mezzanine? Yeah, maybe I'll just watch this one on TV. Cleaning the windshield on the outside is easy, but here's the best way to get the sparkle on the inside. Just look at that shine. Coming up, 1, 2, 3, 4! And why a union gig is such a sweet, sweet thing. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. The difference between men and boys are the size of their toys and the size of the price tag attached to those toys. Put your toys away. Put your toys away. You can't play with your toys unless you put them away. Little Amy had a solution. She'd just play with them in the toy box. No muss, no fuss. You gotta love living room demos. But if this is what I think it is... I hate to see the size of their mice. The boys were nervous about taking their first plane ride, so Dad thought a demonstration with a toy plane would calm their nerves. See, kids, you're as safe as in your mother's arms. Okay. Here you go. You see, the plane stays airborne through a combination of thrust and lift. Oops, okay. You see, the plane takes off and then lands. Boys, looks like we're going to be traveling by train. kids will do anything to avoid going to the dentist. Billy's got a toy truck, a loose tooth, some string, and a plan. A foolproof plan. I hope the Tooth Fairy leaves him some gas money. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Great Flippini in our center ring, working without a net. And another backflip. And now, the Great Flippini will dazzle you with a never-before-attempted forward flip. You'll want to watch it over and over again. He's turning entertainment as we know it upside down. Sometimes I wonder if my dreams are actually my reality. And then I can't fall asleep. Or is it that I can't wake up? Can't go to sleep without my bone. Where's my bone? I know it's around here somewhere. Let me retrace my steps. I was asleep and then I ate. And then I was asleep, and then I ate. I scratched myself, barked at the mailman. Doggone it, that was a brand new bone. Oh, there it is. No, that's my tail. Okay, ate, slept. And where's my cow doll? And now here's why it took 11 months to get your porch built. This guy's lucky an elephant didn't walk by. Jeffy's parents had tried everything to get him to stop wetting the bed. Then they had an idea. They would just have him sleep on the potty. It was inspired. It was ingenious. It was insane. Some ideas work in theory, but not in practice. This kid's a sound sleeper, but his sister's even better. She's asleep inside the speaker. Hey, the whole family's like this. Grandpa sleeps in the television. So tired. Strained peas. So tasty. Peas better than carrots. Must sleep. Teddy bears are the best stuffed animals. What was that? Oh, you again. Well, buddy, don't eat my strained peas. Whether you're playing golf, watching golf, or interviewing a golfer, it's incredibly important to always keep your eye on the ball.
How many years have you been playing golf?
6 months. I don't know, off and on for probably about 8 years, once every 2 years.
You must be a pretty good golfer then.
Oh, yeah, pretty good. Sorry about that, man. I'm playing with you down there.
Coming up, step on a crack and break this woman's back. And a fastidious infant cowboys up on the vacuum when we return with more Life's Funniest Moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. It's fun to see people when they're happy, but it's funny when you see them right at the moment when they stop being happy. And that's what makes me happy. The existence of this tape guarantees one thing. None of these guys will ever run for public office. It looks like a party, it feels like a party, but you don't know the rule. It isn't officially a party until something gets broken. It's official. It's a party. More important than knowing the chords, the notes, and the progressions is knowing the moves. Yeah, He can always take lessons later. The important thing is that he looks good. The happiest place on earth is that fine line between being asleep and being awake. It's a delicate balance. It makes the baby feel good, and it's cracking his sister up. Come to think of it, he looks a little like my uncle after he's had one too many down at the pub. My uncle thinks the pub is the happiest place on earth. Give a man some fun and you've entertained him for a day. Teach a man to make his own fun and you've entertained him for a lifetime. Or something like that. It was a simple request. Make yourself at home. Just please stay off my motorcycle while I'm gone. But after seeing that Happy Days rerun, he just couldn't help himself. Fonzie, he ain't. Maybe no one will notice all the scratches. Some cats like playing with yarn. Some cats like playing with mice. And some cats like playing with doorstops. Did I say some cats? I meant this cat. All right, kitty, isn't this getting a little old? Yeah. Oh, sorry, my bad. I meant it's just endlessly entertaining for a cat. Nothing more fun than playing the harmonica. And the girls dig it. Look, Ma, no hands. Okay, maybe you should put the hands back. This really is kind of creepy looking. It's still creepy. Attention all guards. There's been another attempted security breach in cell block D. Suspect is 6 inches tall and is definitely a flight risk. Skills include lockpicking and mimicry. Answers to the pseudonyms Polly and Pretty Bird. Suspect has a sharp beak and talons and is not afraid to use them in his relentless pursuit of a cracker. He's out. Release the attack cats. Love ferrets? Who doesn't? But who has the time to shop for ferrets every day? That's why we created Ferrets Direct. Join today and you'll be crawling in ferrets. Always well-packed and ravenously hungry. Every day, 3 new ferrets will be delivered straight to your door. Cancel anytime, but keep the first 21 ferrets as our free gift to you. How does that sound? That's Ferrets Direct, delivering ferrets to your door since 1951. When a fella by the name of Liang invented the wheelbarrow in China sometime around the 3rd century, he may not have been thinking about all the fun wheelbarrows could provide. Then again, he might not have known exactly what he was doing. There is only room in this country for one wheelbarrow king. Let the finals decide. Not since the Roman chariot races have there been so much fun. And carnage. Looks like last year's king and queen have been unseated.
Raspberry soup?
A lot of people think this next clip is really cute, but I don't see it. I really don't. I mean, no. No, all right, well, that is a little bit cute. No, that's so adorable. The baby is so cute. Baby makes a whizzaberry sound. Oh, he's so cute. Hi. It's the newest in home services, Mutt Maids. At Mutt Maids, we guarantee that we'll charge the lowest price for our services. We'll scatter the dirt around your home, making it appear as if we're doing something. But then, we'll vacuum it up afterwards. Speaking of vacuums, just think about this the next time you shell out $100 on an amusement park. Coming up, a latchkey puppy entertains himself. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. First, Stevie wanted a puppy, and now he hardly ever plays with it. Then he wanted to shoot Skeet, but he gave that up as well. Well, at least the dog can entertain himself with a Skeet launcher. Haha, attaboy. See you next time.